Okay everyone, welcome to my guide. This is how to get infinite Rosetta Stones in Final Fantasy VIII using the random number generator trick on the D District Prison on disc number 2. So first things first, I'm just going to show it to you, and then I'll go over the trick in detail, go through the steps more slowly, and this is actually a re-upload with better audio quality. So, I'm going to load up my save on the 10th floor of the D District Prison. And the way this trick works is you have a certain amount of time to get in to see a certain card player. So we're going to exit our cell, we're going to hold left as the screen's loading, hold left, in front of the stairs, switch to up. Now as this screen's loading, it's left down, left down, left down, left down. And now we are going to switch to right up, and this is one of the trickiest parts. Hold right up, hold right up, hold right up, switch to left up, switch to left in front of the door, hold right for a split second, and I probably screwed up there, we'll see. Okay, so this dude, you're going to challenge him to cards and quit 54 times, and then you're going to accept on the 55th time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 52, 53, and 54 declines. So now, on try number 55, we're actually going to accept. So now we just got to beat him in a game of cards. Here, just as I promised, boom, a Rosetta Stone. So I just wanted to show you it's possible to do. You can get a Rosetta Stone every single time. Okay, so now you have your Rosetta Stone. What to do with it? Nope, don't want to play cards with you. So you want to go into the menu and you can, nope, don't want to go to Guardian Force. You want to go to Ability, and what you can do is you can tool refine your Rosetta Stone. You can refine it into a Shaman Stone. So, Rosetta Stone, Shaman Stone. Now, the Shaman Stone you can tool refine into one Love G. And Love Gs, while they are good, what they do is you use them on a character, and then that every single Guardian Force you have at that point in the game, their affinity will go up with that character by a factor of 20. Which is good, but once you complete most of the Queen of Cards quest and you get the Chubby Chocobo card for completing it, you can card mod that into 100 Love Gs, so you don't really need to farm Shaman Stones for Love Gs. Shaman Stones are also useful for once you get Doom Train and you get his Forbidden, what is it, Forbidden Medicine Refine? Yeah, Forbidden Medicine Refine. You can refine 10 Shaman Stones into one Hero Trial. And what a Hero Trial does is it's an immature version of a hero. A hero will make you invincible for a limited amount of time in battle. Hero Trial may work, may not. Heroes always work. So you can refine those. However, once again, we're going to be card modding things. We're going to get 100 heroes and 10 Holy Wars, which makes everyone invincible. So that's not really a good use of the Shaman Stone either. So I'm just going to reset my game so I can show you what I use the Rosetta Stone for. So we're back. So what I use the Rosetta Stone for is it's a Guardian Force ability. And I'm going to use it on Zell right now just to show you one of the Guardian Forces he has. And he has Siren. So what you need is you need a Guardian Force with a free spot, which is why it's important to learn all the abilities you want. Generally, I'll learn everything except for the last Guardian Force HP. I don't really care about the Guardian Force's health points. So you need one spot available. If you don't have a spot available, you've learned all your abilities. Well, in the Timber Pet Shop, I don't know if I actually have one. Oh, I do. You can use an Amnesia Green, which will make a Guardian Force forget an ability. So for instance, I can select Ifrit to forget any ability. But I don't need to do that, because Siren has a spot. So I'm going to click Rosetta Stone, and if I try to use it on Ifrit, it'll say, can't learn any more abilities. So go to Siren. Siren learned ability times 4. That is the point of a Rosetta Stone. So now we'll Junction Zell, ability, And now he can have Strength plus 40, Auto Haste, Move Fine, and Strength bonus. Or we can do Strength plus 20. Really up to you. So that's the whole point of farming Rosetta Stones. I always do 3, so every single one of my characters has ability times 4. If you don't get the Rosetta Stones you need in this area, you can only get 2 in the game. One from Cheryl's shop in Estar on Disc 3, and then the other one's also on Disc 3, and it's when, I believe it's Bahamut has ability times 4. So that's what I do. I always do this trick to make sure that I get my 3 ability times 4. So that's that. Now we'll go into a little more detail about the random number generator, and I'll walk through how to do this in a slower motion. So I'm just going to run back to the 10th floor cell where we start from. So Final Fantasy games operate on a random number generator. So everything you do pretty much in battle and whatnot impacts the random number generator in some way or another. And people have gone into the game, you know, hacking it, if you will, or what have you, to find out the certain number required for certain events. So every time you start the game up, the random number generator resets. So when you do events in the game, the number calculates, and then if you soft reset, which is what I do, Control R, it doesn't impact it. So without going into too much detail, because I don't understand everything about the random number generator myself, I just know the tricks. The way to complete this trick is that it's a timed trick. You have to go from your cell on the 10th floor to that card player in a certain amount of time. And when you do this, you always want to start with a hard reset. I'm not going to hard reset, but I'm telling you, you need to do a hard reset. What that means is if you're playing on the Steam version, you need to quit the game, you know, Alt F4 or Escape. And I actually completely quit out of the Final Fantasy VIII loading screen on Steam. I keep Steam open, but there's that loading screen where you can select New Game, or you can play Choco World or whatever. I quit that screen. What that means on a console, a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, or probably PlayStation 3 if you have a backwards compatible one, or PS4. I don't know a PS4. What it means is turning the console off and on. No left 1, left 2, right 1, right 2, select start. That's a soft reset. We want to do a hard reset. So just start your game fresh with your save file in the 10th floor. And the second we leave the cell, the timer will start. And so what we do is when the screen is loading, we want to hold left. You want to be holding directions as the screen is loading, because that's what will allow you to get in the cell in that amount of time. So for this screen, we're going to hold left. So you want to hold left as you're coming out of the cell, and then you want to keep holding it until you get to a certain spot on the stair, which is right about here, and you immediately want to switch up, and Zell will go up the stair. So it's going to be left and up. I went a little farther than I wanted to, so it's pretty much left, up. That's what you want to do. And you want to keep holding up until the next screen. Now when you're going to the next floor, when the screen starts to change, you're going to want to hold left down. It looks weird, but trust me. So we're going to the screen, I'm holding left down. And you're going to keep holding it all the way through the next screen. So I didn't let go, I held it all the way through here. So this is one of the tricky spots in the game, and I'll get to the tricky spot in a minute. So I'm just going to go back here. So we're holding left down, holding left down. You want to switch to right and up. Switch to right and up as the screen loads, and you see how Zell's running towards the wall. Now if you keep holding right and up, he'll run into the wall, and that will screw up your timing. So we're holding right and up, right and up, right and up, right and up, and about here, right here is where he starts to turn. You can kind of tell because there's a color change in the wall. You can see how Zell's facing a clear a lighter section, a dark section, and a lighter section. Pretty much at the start of the dark section, you want to switch from right and up. So you're going to hold it, and you're going to switch to left and up. And if you do it precisely, you'll hit the right amount of time. You switch it too early or too late, you're probably not going to hit the time to get into that cell. And I found that this is probably what screws people up the most. So you're just holding right and up, right and up, right and up, right and up, left and up. And if you do it right, you'll be running along this way. And there's another key switch coming up. You can see how in the middle of the screen there's that door with the pink or red or whatever it's supposed to be light above it, right here. Once you pass that door, so once you get here, you're going to switch from left and up to strictly left. So left and up, switch strictly left. Because if you hold left and up, Zell will be facing this way and you'll lose time. So as soon as you clear this door, it's straight left. And then there's another tricky spot coming up on the last screen. So when you're going to go through this screen, you're going to hold up. But if you keep holding up, watch what happens. You run into the wall there. So you need to switch to up and right. But it's a very... You want to hold up for a split second before switching to up and right. And once you hit this room, time stops. So you can take a breath, you can talk to him, say, hey, what's up? So just remember, that's another tricky spot that screws people up, is you hold up for a split second, and then you switch to up and right. So that's the path to take. Like I said, there's a few spots that trick people up, and then this guy right here, you want to challenge him your 54 times. Unless the Queen of Cards is in Delling City, in which case it's 140 times. And then, on the 55th time, or 141st time, you will play him in cards and beat him, and you will get a Rosetta Stone if the timing is proper. If the timing's off, you'll probably just get a potion or a Phoenix Down or something. Just in case you just want to keep playing him in cards, because he does have the Rosetta Stone, so you could just keep playing him, playing him to get that item. His frequency of using the Rosetta Stone is 1 out of 128 card games. So maybe you get lucky and maybe he plays it in the first couple. Chances are it's pretty unlikely, and you should be able to get the path to him down pretty soon. You may have to do it a few times. Now when it comes to counting, because you have to keep track that, okay, I've challenged him 54 times, now I have to accept. As you saw in my video, I count out loud. That's what I do. Helps me remember where I am. So for instance, I will challenge him, and after I hit no, I will say 1. It just helps me remember where I am, so I don't lose track of what number challenge it is, because it's happened before, and it sucks when you realize you have to go back and do it all over again. So that's just my updated version on how to get infinite, or technically how to get 100 Rosetta Stones in Final Fantasy VIII. I wanted to update it because my old version was done with a headset microphone, which I don't know if it was interference, but it had all these squeaks that sometimes cut out key parts of the path. So that's why I wanted to redo it now that I have a decent Blue Snowball microphone. So, like I said, that's it. 2 people I want to give thanks to. The first one is a GameFAQs member, Red13. He was the first one that I really saw that put this together, how this trick works. And another is a YouTube user. His name, I believe it's either Gastrophetes or Gastrophetes, however he pronounces it. He has a video on this that's a couple years old. It shows you how to do it on the PlayStation version. I just figured I would give a version with audio so that you can hear me describe it. So, that's it. If you have any questions... Oh, 2 final things. 1, I think I said this, but have Encounter None on, because if you don't have Encounter None, the timer will screw up. So you definitely... Zell... Nope. He's this probably. Definitely want to have Encounter None. If you get into a random battle, it'll screw up the timer. So there's that. And this has worked on Steam for me, it's worked on PlayStation 1, and it's worked on PlayStation 2. I only play North American versions. Should work on other versions. Not 100% if it will. So just keep those 2 things in mind. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like the video, smash that thumbs up. Sometime in the future, I will be doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII, so keep a lookout for that. And I hope this, guys, helps you and makes you enjoy the game more.